All right, guys, what's going on? Jamie here. Just wanted to do another video for you guys. We'll go over some of the updates that Forex has posted over on Telegram. And also, while we're doing that, I'm going to be doing an airdrop from both of my accounts. So, if you watched my video yesterday, I did cover how I'm doing these airdrops. I'm trying as best as I can to cover all the bases. People that have bigger deposits, I want to reward them. Also, people that have smaller deposits but are building a team, I want to reward them as well. Then I'm doing kind of like a random lottery type airdrop for people who might have smaller deposits. Of course, when I do those random airdrops, there are people there that have bigger deposits as well because it's random, which I'm going to do here today. But again, if you're not clear on how I'm doing the airdrops, watch the video I posted yesterday because I do cover that inside of that video. So that being said, the price of drip right now kind of bouncing up and down. It was at $55 right before I started the video. And right now it's at about $54.89. It's just bouncing up and down, but I based it on $55. I'm going to do 100. What am I doing? 100. Give me a second here. I forgot. I'm losing my train of thought here. Yeah, I'm going to do 100 drip from one account, and I'm going to do 100 drip on the other account. So it's $5,500, approximately $5,500 per account. So what is that, $11,000 worth of airdrops today? So that being said, let's jump into it because this does take time. Hopefully BSC is not too moody today. Let me go over to the faucet. So you can see here, this thing is still doing what it's doing, even though price of drip right now is dropping quite a bit. You can still see here, we're still this it's still doing its thing. So again, drip right now, one of the best projects in a DeFi. Again, I'm not speaking for Piggybank and the animal farm. You can have your own opinion on that. But as far as drip is concerned, which I've always maintained that drip is the main hub, everything else is just icing on the cake. That's why I didn't go super duper heavy on some of the other projects, as heavy as I did with drip, even though, that's relative, right? I mean, I did put in Piggybank 30,000. With the animal farm, I have a couple $100,000 in there, so it's still pretty heavy. It's just not as heavy as I did with drip because, like I've maintained this whole time, drip is the main hub, and it's the main deal inside of the ecosystem. So let me shut up and just do this right here. So let me go to team airdrop. So it's divided. This is going to be random between 20 players. Yeah. I'm not going to put any criteria here. 1 drip minimum. There's 100 drip that I'm going to do here. So it's picking 20 people randomly, right? You could see here, there's some people here with 67 drip, 55, 21, 81, 25. This person has 3.5 drip, right? 20, 17. So again, there's some smaller deposits here, right? Now, I know some of you guys might be saying, well, drip is at $55. It's hard to, get into these airdrops. I mean, a lot of these people got into the system when drip was at 20, 25, 30 bucks, right? So, it's all relative. Anyway, let me go ahead and do this because this does take time. So I do have to manually do it. So they're going to get 5 drip per person. Which is about, if my math is right, and it could be a little bit off because the price of drip is kind of bouncing right now, about 275 bucks per person. Okay. Of course, if they hold on to this and drip recovers a bit, it might be a little more. We'll see. I'm going to get this thing going right here. Then we're going to go into those posts and kind of switch hats and talk a little bit about the animal farm and Piggybank and the post from yesterday, the newer post. After I made the video, there was other posts that were posted by Forex. Hopefully BSC, the network, isn't moody today and I can kind of get these things confirmed pretty quickly. But yeah, what's your thoughts on drip, guys? I mean, post it underneath this video. I'd like to find out what the temperament of the market is and what people are thinking. You think drip is going to be around for a while? What's your deal? I mean, I mean, you think about the price right now, and yes, it's not at 197 or 200 bucks where it was, but a lot of us were in drip when it was at $7, 10. I was looking at some of my videos. Some of the earlier videos I was making was, drip, incoming drip, $7. Is $8 possible? Stuff like that, and we were excited about it. So I don't see why people wouldn't be excited about it now. Of course, with a token like drip where the prices fluctuate, it depends on when people get in. But again, this has been out for coming on almost a year, and a lot of you guys I know got in super early when it first came out. So you should be way in profit. And if you're not, hopefully these airdrops will help. Anyway, let's go into let's kind of do this simultaneously. I'm going to multitask. I'm going to talk a little bit about drip as we're doing this airdrop, and I'm going to kind of switch hats and go into those posts. So hopefully I can do this and still, do these confirmations. So let's head on over to Telegram. Again, if you're not following me on Telegram, I will leave a link for that down below. Go ahead and follow me on Telegram. Of course, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, hit subscribe, hit the little bell icon so you'll get notified straight away whenever I do a video. And of course, as always, guys, not giving you financial advice. My channel's for entertainment purposes only. You should do your own research, do your own due diligence. Hopefully you guys know that. This is all high risk, guys, okay? These platforms are all high risk. So if you don't have the ability to tolerate risk, these platforms are not for you, okay? And if you are able to get in, only put in risk capital, okay? Funds that you can potentially lose some or all of and you'd be okay with, okay? That's what risk capital is. So yesterday I did a video. I talked about some of the posts that Forex made, and then after I made that video, a couple of hours later, there were some other updates that he posted. So I'm going to cover that real quick right here. So inside of the animal farm chat, he said, we need to mint ourselves enough pigs to remove the liquidity from the current pigs liquidity pool. There is no quick way of doing this, but we did the math, and it will take 10 days with the current plan. So in my video yesterday, I said, hey, it might take a week, maybe even 2 weeks. And, I was pretty much spot on. It's about 10 days, which is about a week and a half. But I would probably, say 2 weeks, because it's better to, probably if something goes wrong or something happens, they need a couple extra days. So this will probably be about 2 weeks, okay, before this is all resolved with, with the animal farm, or Piggybank rather. As soon as we do that, we will be good to go. So 10 days looks like how long it will take to migrate. Migrating the pig pen vault is slightly different case, but that doesn't need to be done before we go live with everything else. It's looking like we will go live with everything in 10 days, and the new pig pen vault will go live in about a month and a half. So, yeah. However, those who are in the current pig pen will be rewarded with a higher pig pen balance and also a fairly large immediate payout as soon as the new pig pen goes live. While we are waiting for the new pig pen, Piggybank and lottery should do perfectly well. Multitasking here, guys. Sorry about that. Where was I? While we are waiting for the new pig pen, Piggybank and lottery should do perfectly well incentivizing people to stake their pigs. We are working on the lottery while we do everything else so that we will be ready around the same time we go live with version 2. Says here, we are going to use a snapshot from before we were paused. Everything is paused, emissions set to 0 until we go live with the V2. So again, everything across the board is paused. He goes on to say the botters will be left out. People will be credited as if we started with a higher seed amount, and the piglet supply will be much larger relative to truffle supply. So no one will ever have to worry about not having enough truffles to compound. If we started out with a higher seed amount, the price impact early buyers had to be less. So we will be giving them what they would have gotten relative to everything else if there has been a higher seed amount. Meaning everyone who bought at launch will get about the same piglets for their money with about a 30% variance. We can just simulate the launch, but with a higher seed amount. See what everyone would have gotten for their money with a higher starting seed amount and credit everyone this. Minus the obvious botters. We have secondary options which could take less than 10 days, and they're weighing out their options right now to decide which will be best. So if they don't, have another way to do it, because they are saying that there's a quicker way to do it. Assuming that they go with this way, it'll take 10 days. That's about a week and a half. I would give it about 2 weeks. While that is occurring, of course, drip faucet is doing its thing. Might be a good entry point, with the price being the way it is right now. Might be a good, entry to get in. You might want to wait a little bit longer, see if it drops a little bit more. But at some point, it'll be a good entry point for you to get in if you are not already in with the faucet, right? I think this is done here. One more. So congratulations to you guys that qualified for this airdrop. Again, it's random, right? The next one I do won't be random. So again, watch the video I did before this so I can cover that. All right, so there it's done. So let me go to my other account real quick. You can see this one here, it's still doing its thing. Got a nice balance there. I'm gonna do the same here. You run this. Boom. Is my other account? Yeah. All right, so I was playing around with this. So I'm gonna rerun. Let me refresh this so that it runs it randomly. Team airdrop. Boom. 20 players. Nothing, and it's 100. Run that. Okay. This will be 20 random people. And we'll take a quick look here. Different wallets. So you can see here, some of them are a little bit bigger, like 373. This one has 52, 22, 8, 3, right? This person here is getting more in an airdrop than they deposited. So, congratulations, happy birthday to that person, right? This one here has 7,000. 77, 27, 20. This one has, look at this, 1.23 drip, 1.75, 8 drip, 4.5. So again, it really is random. People are getting lucky because these people are getting a bigger airdrop than they actually put in. So no one can tell me that, not helping the smaller deposits, right? Of course, the next couple of ones I do are going to be for people that have bigger deposits, because I want to always switch it up. But doing this airdrop real quick here. Let me, boom. Everyone's going to get 5 drip. Start sending that. Okay. So yeah, drip faucet doing its thing. Drip garden. How's drip garden doing? I'll be honest with you, I haven't even looked. I'm looking at my balance. It is still, I am still getting drip. I'm getting, what should I call it? Not lose my train of thought here. Let me look at drip. Let me look at that real quick. Give me a second here. Okay. Kind of doing a bunch of things at once here, so bear with me. Okay. So yeah, you can see here the drip garden. I have about $4,600 worth of LP tokens here in my available seed value. Of course, with the price of drip dropping the way it is, that would be worth more. But again, this does get affected by the price of drip because it's a drip USD LP token. I'm going to compound this and then see what it is tomorrow, just to kind of get a dollar amount of what I'm getting every single day. I'll give you guys an update on that. but USD is acting a little bit moody right now. But yeah, we'll see exactly what I'm getting in the drip garden. And then hopefully, they get this whole piggy bank situation situated. What's your thoughts? Again, I like to get the temperament of people that watch my videos, that are subscribed to my videos. I like to get their feedback. What's your thoughts on the animal farm piggy bank? Post it underneath this video. Maybe we can have a little bit of a discussion about it. At the very least, I can kind of get a feel for the temperature. But yeah, again, like I said, while that's going, while they're fixing that drip faucet doing its thing, this is coming on it's going to be a 1-year anniversary next month. This thing has been running for quite a while. Um, so again, like I mentioned, guys, the next airdrop, because I think this one and I think the one I did before were both random. I think the next one is going to be or I think the one I did before that, this one was for people that had 5 referrals. So the next one I might, do for people that have 100 drip deposited. Again, I kind of just go by what the market is doing, how I feel that given day. There's no really any type of rhyme or reason or set time. I know a lot of you guys have messaged me saying, hey, when exactly do you do your airdrops? What exactly do I have to have in place? I mean, there's no real, I don't really have a time schedule. I just kind of do them when I do them. And as far as, what you have to have in place, obviously you need to have a net positive account. That's, you know, you, regardless of what the allotted amount is when I do an airdrop, you do need to have a net positive account. That's first and foremost. Then after that, if you have a bigger, if you have a bigger deposit, that'll also help. If you are building a team, that'll also help. But again, I've mentioned before, as long as you're if you're building a team and or putting in bigger deposits, it's always going to be a good thing. And like I said, this will be, these other ones here are kind of just random lottery type airdrops. But yeah, drip doing its thing. Lots of good stuff happening in the market. What do you guys want me to do, guys? I'd like to get a feel for this as well. I know for the last couple of weeks, maybe even a couple of months, I've been talking pretty much only about drip because there was a lot to talk about. And the bottom line is, when you have a working platform, there really isn't need to talk about other things. But I do know a lot of you guys that are on my channel like to diversify. I like to diversify as well. Do you want me to start talking about other platforms? Look, at the end of the day, I'm going to probably talk about other platforms anyway, regardless of what you guys say. But I like to get, like I said, I'd like to get your feedback. What kind of videos do you guys like? Do you guys like ICOs? Do you guys like other passive platforms? Like, what kind of content are you guys into? That way I can kind of gear my content a little bit towards what some of you guys might like. Of course, like I said, I'm going to talk about what I like anyways, but like I said, I will kind of gear it a little bit towards what you guys are looking for. But other than that, guys, I'm just going to complete this airdrop. I don't really think there's anything else much to update you on. Hopefully Forex gets it together and they get everything patched up with the animal farm and piggy bank. I know there are some of you guys do have funds locked in the animal farm that you can't get out. For example, you're in the single token staking pools, you can't get those out. I'm in the same position. So, there's nothing we can really do about it, but just kind of sit and wait. And then hopefully, we'll keep making money with other things. And when they, 10 days from now, 14 days from now, within 2 weeks or so, hopefully, crossing my fingers, they get that thing squared away. And we will be back earning passive income with the animal farm and also the piggy bank. Because again, at the end of the day, it is a good idea, right? When you have an ecosystem, I know some people don't like Forex spreading themselves too thin, but when you have an ecosystem that has like an ROI depth, like drip, it's an ROI depth on steroids, right? And then you have like a miner, because again, miners were extremely popular not too long ago. When you have a miner like the Garden, when you have a staking protocol like Hex, which is the Piggybank. And then you have a farm, because some of you guys do like to farm. There's people that would never get in drip or an ROI contract, but they love farming. You have those things in the same ecosystem. It is, to me, it's a good thing, right? I could understand people's argument that Forex is going to spread himself too thin. And every time you launch a new thing, it takes away from drip. I get that. And there is a part of me that agrees with that, I'll be honest with you. But, why not keep the funds inside of the ecosystem is what I say, right? But anyway, I digress. That's pretty much about it, guys. I have 2 confirmations here, 1 more after this. Again, follow my channel, subscribe to my Telegram, not subscribe, but follow my Telegram. Subscribe to the channel here, hit the little bell icon so you'll get notified straight away whenever I do a brand new video. Again, this is all risky stuff, guys, so do your own research, do your own due diligence. There are no guarantees in crypto, guys. So again, you should only be putting risk capital into these platforms, guys. Don't be putting your rent money or your kids' tuition money or mortgage money. Don't be doing any of that. That's just plain foolish if you do that. Just put in what you can afford to lose. Take your initial deposit out as soon as you can, and then just have house money in the platform, right? So if it does go sideways, at least you've pulled out your initial deposit. All right, guys, that's my 2 cents. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.